Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to discuss potential free agent signings for the Philadelphia 76ers in 2020. Let's do it. What is up, guys? My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back, home of the most brutally honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people don't like the truth. Hit the like button if you like the truth. Hit the dislike button if you like lying to yourself. And hit the subscribe button if you're new. I give you these podcast episodes every single day. I want my subscription. Let's get into it, man. First of all, the Philadelphia 76ers hired Jamir Nelson as the Bluecoats scout and assistant general manager. Yes, Jamir Nelson went to St. Joe's University. You remember him back in the day with who's a little red-haired, left-handed dude that played with LeBron. Played at St. Joe's. That was a fun team to watch. Anyway, Jamir Nelson, GM, assistant GM of the Sixers minor organization, the Delaware Bluecoats. Jamir Nelson's guard. Played guard his whole life. Was very good. Point guard, ball handler, shooter. We need more guys like this in the Sixers organization. I'm tired of centers running everything and signing and trading for more centers and drafting more centers. We need more guys with a guard play type of mindset at the top. I bring him from the Bluecoats straight up to, under Elton Brand, assistant GM under Elton Brand, if you ask me, to be honest with you. Doc Rivers is guard set-minded too, so that's good. Now listen, man, the first thing I want to say is please stop sending me trade proposals that include Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. It's not happening. Doc Rivers took this job because he sees the potential for these two players. He didn't take the job for the Sixers to come in here and trade Joel Embiid or trade Ben Simmons. And some of the proposals are just preposterous. We're getting at least one more year of these two players on the floor together. We know that for a fact. All right? So stop it. If we have another bad year, then maybe we discuss splitting these guys up. But the immediate goal right now is to fix the players around them. Put the players around them that make sense and that elevate their games, complement their skill sets, maximize their potential on the court. Fit is everything. The Sixers the last couple years went away from fit and just brought in any big name they could think of, overpaid the hell out of them, and now they got to try to turn it around. They can turn it around with trades. They can turn it around kind of in free agency. Now, don't forget, they have one of the most expensive rosters in the NBA. So that kind of holds you back a little bit. It's ridiculous that they have one of the most expensive rosters in the NBA because what the hell? Come on, bro. I mean, you have a $110 million backup center coming off the bench. You know what I mean? You got Tobias Harris literally on a max contract and never made an all-star game. It's unreal. I don't really want to get into the issues and what they did last season. I want to get into what they could possibly do to fix it. Now, you already know how I feel about trading Al Horford. I would trade Al Horford for a bag of potato chips right now. I would trade that Al Horford. I'm not even trading Al Horford the player. I'm trading Al Horford the contract. I'm trading the contract. Please take this contract. Give us more cap space. Do you want a first-round pick in exchange for taking this contract? I might do that for 0 players in return. But if you could trade Al Horford, throw in that first-round pick, and get a Buddy Hield, of course. That's best-case scenario. We're not talking about trades here. We are talking about free agents. Before I get into that, I want to say one more thing. The only player that should be traded on this team is Al Horford. That's the only thing that needs to happen. I was saying Tobias Harris last year, but Doc Rivers coming in here changes my perspective on that. Because Tobias Harris had the best year of his career under Doc Rivers, 20.9 points per game. And when I heard Doc Rivers talk in the press conference about Tobias Harris, it gave me tingly feelings inside my body. I was so excited and happy because he talked about all of the actions they ran for Tobias Harris, all of the motions. Tobias Harris in the pick and roll, Tobias Harris coming off of screens. I'm so excited for movement. Brett Brown took Tobias Harris, put him on the court, and just made him stand there. And then you got the guy trying to ISO players that he can't get past because he's not an ISO player, right? He's a power forward, essentially. He's big and slow, basically. You got to run actions for him. You understand what I'm saying? Basic basketball. You play 2K against somebody that doesn't run any actions and just runs up and down the floor, they're not hard to stop. And I'm over here hitting L1, selecting plays, running different actions and motions. Come on, bro. That carries over to real life. It's the same concept. If you're not running any actions, you're very predictable and very easy to stop. Anyway, I could ramble on about Brett Brown's shortcomings all day, but let's get into free agents because Sixers don't have any money to spend. One of the most expensive rosters in the NBA, you already know that. So they're going to be looking for vet minimums and mid-level exceptions. But could they go after Gordon Hayward? Now you're saying, Clint, DJ Eastwood, they can't go after Gordon Hayward. They don't have any money. His contract is up. But the Boston Celtics lost in the playoffs because they don't have a center. We took their center, right? Gordon Hayward was kind of just an extra piece on that team. You know, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, where does Gordon Hayward really fit with those guys? It's kind of an overload of ball-handling guards and forwards. They need a center. We have their center. Possibly, they sign Gordon Hayward, and then they trade him to us to get Al Horford back. Now, that's far-fetched because they would be taking on that Al Horford contract, which I'm pretty sure Danny Ainge never would have signed Horford to. But that would be exciting. Who's next? Bogdan Bogdanovic. What do you think about the Sixers' Bogdan Bogdanovic in free agency? Obviously, he fits next to Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. He's a shooter. He's a ball handler. He can make things happen. He can create his own shot. There was rumors of Kings were going to trade him last year. I don't think he's happy there. Him and Buddy Hield both. You know, who really wants to play for the Sacramento Kings? But the Kings do have a crowded backcourt, and they do need to look for centers and post players to balance out their roster. They could be looking to move somebody like Bogdanovic, and we would be buyers in that situation. Will we be trading for him? Will we be signing him as a free agent? Nobody's really sure yet. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I think obviously Bogdanovic fits this system perfectly. Do you think the Kings are going to part ways with him? Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder would be perfect for the Philadelphia 76ers system. Jay Crowder is perfect in any system because he's a 3-and-D player. He shoots, 40? He shot 44% from 3 in last season. He's a big guy. He's aggressive, and he's a good defender. I'm all in on Jay Crowder. You know, if you could pull that off. If he's going to be a free agent and he's not going to cost a whole lot of money, Jay Crowder should probably be the number one guy you're looking at as far as free agents go to improve this roster. We need shooting, and we always need defense. And last but not least, Dario Sarge, the homie. The homie. Do we bring the homie back? Do we bring the homie back to where it all started? I know Philadelphia Sixers fans would be ecstatic if we brought Dario Sarge back to this city. We love Dario. What's not to love about Dario? Dario's the man. He shot over 50% from 3 in the NBA bubble. Over 50% in the NBA bubble. If Dario can shoot, he's not going to shoot 50%, but if Dario can shoot over 40% from 3, that's a very good player to have. And we miss him. I would be glad to take Dario Sarge back. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, man. What do you think? What free agents do you think the Sixers should go after? What free agents do you think it's even possible for them to go after? They're not going to trade Ben Simmons. They're not going to trade Joel Embiid. Al Horford should be the only player that anybody's talking about trading with Doc Rivers leading this team. I still want a point guard. I want Ben Simmons to play point forward. I want a point guard to run this team. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back, home of the most brutally honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people don't like the truth. Hit the like button if you like the truth. Hit the dislike button if you like lying to yourself. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. I give you these podcast episodes every single day for free. I want my subscription. Peace.